Get organized. So for those of you who have your own business, being organized mentally and physically, it is very important. Now let's talk a bit more about the physical organization of your office or your room or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, when your physical environment is dirty and disorganized, it really does make it hard to think. It does that chaos into the mind. Your physical environment should be set up in such a way that you are ready to be creative, you are ready to plan, you are ready to execute ideas. If you are in an environment where there's a lot of paper scattered, a lot of paraphernalia, writing material, and you constantly have to move things to make a space on your desk, this is a problem. A lot of you are probably in this situation. The fact of the matter is, it is not that you can't be creative, it is not that you cannot be productive, but your physical environment is limiting you. Going through a lot of social media, and I've heard some people say that your physical environment is a reflection of your mind. So if your physical environment is very disorganized, a lot of mental disorganization, no routines, no plans, and when you get up, you just do what comes to mind. And this is a very dangerous situation to be in, because inefficiency really will limit how well you can use your resources. I remember a few years ago, I still do have a lot of resources, but I remember I was trying to put together a book on diabetes and exercise. I spent nearly over 20,000 behind designers and all sorts of things, just trying to get that book off the ground, and there's nothing to show for it. And why is that? When I look back, it really was a lot of disorganization, poor communication between me and the web designer, between me and the writers, and this led to a lot of money being wasted because there really was no plan. Yes, I'm throwing money behind something, but there was no tracking, there were no goals, there were no real outcomes. So I've learned from that. Yes, I lost a lot of money, but the lessons learned there are now being applied later down the line. But the take-home message is that your physical environment must be organized if you want your mental environment to be organized. And if you hope to be successful and efficient and using whatever resources you have properly to actually produce an outcome that earns you money, you really need to get organized physically as well as mentally.